Hello, good morning, everyone. We're just going to wait a few minutes to let everyone join in, and then we'll get started. Okay, I think we've got a good group of people here, so we can get started. Good morning, everyone. My name's Amalia. I'm from Intercosmetics, and we are so excited to be hosting Maria Alexandra today to do a presentation for us about FILLIFT, which is such an important line for us, such an important line for Diego Dalla Palma. Maria Alexandra is the international trainer for Diego Dalla Palma Professional. She has decades of experience in the beauty industry and training internationally around the world as well. So she gives us a really great global view of the importance of this line in particular in the beauty industry, thanks to her many years of experience. So, Alexandra, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon. For us, it's evening, doesn't matter to everybody. I'm very happy to spend these hours with you, and I think they're going to be very valuable, valuable time spent together, especially because, yeah, we're going to talk about, I hope I will say it correctly in English, like the jewel of the crown.
Yeah.
Okay, because obviously we are in love with all the products of Diego de la Palma Professional, but FILLIFT has a very specific place in my heart and in everybody's heart. Wherever I'm traveling, people tell me these amazing things about this line.
Mhm.
And I'm very happy to share all my knowledge about FILLIFT with you, maybe to give you a refresh or to give you completely new a new approach to this line. So I think we will get started. If you have any questions, you can write them down, and at the end, of course, we can review them. And as far as I can, I will be more than happy to share my knowledge with you. And as far as I know, there will be some very nice offers at the end, but that I will leave to to Amalia
Yeah.
once we are done. Okay, perfect. So FILLIFT as a concept coming from our company, obviously, the motto is the art of remodeling the face. It's a dynamic lifting, and I really enjoy and I really like this approach because if the name doesn't say it all, no, FILLIFT, so immediately you think about feeling and lifting. Dynamic lifting gives you an idea about exactly what this line does. And that's because, unfortunately, every single day, gravity, although it's a good thing in some situations, does a very nasty job on our skin, pulling it down. And as we will see, it's not the only thing, but for sure, it's a constant pressure. It's not that high, but because it's constant, it's constantly pulling it down. So with FILLIFT, we have this dynamic, very powerful lifting action that comes to fight exactly against this and, of course, many other things. The concept comes from, or the inspiration, let's say, to create this line, both from the active ingredient side, but also from all the steps that needs to be performed during the professional treatment. They come from the aesthetic medicine. Obviously, it's a huge trend in our days. We cannot ignore it. Okay, many of our customers are going also in this direction. And as far as I'm sure all of you know, Diego de la Palma Professional is not a simple cosmetic brand. It's a dermatocosmetic brand. It's right there on the border. That means that it can either, and I want to really emphasize this, it can either replace, in the sense that if I am somebody who doesn't want to go and get more invasive procedures and surgeries and injections, I'm more natural in this direction of taking care of my skin, then for sure I can use these products, because as you will see today, they are extremely concentrated. They have really, really high-end, very scientific, very technological active ingredients that do an amazing job in the skin. So that's one side of the story. But with our brand, we can give support before and after. And FILLIFT is an amazing example of products that can work in synergy after doing different kinds of procedure of aesthetic medicine. That is going to prolong the effect of maybe that injection or whatever. Obviously, there are many procedures that can be done, okay, or of that strong rejuvenation or of that IPL or, you know, whatever it would be at the proper time. FILLIFT after, as both professional and home care products, will be the perfect match with this type of procedures. Okay, since I was talking about gravity, we cannot only blame this phenomenon on the way that our skin continues to change throughout the years, because obviously skin aging is very much a fact. And with the passage of time, if you do not take care of your skin, and sometimes even if you take care, some of these some features will appear on our skin. Wrinkles will appear more and more and more pronounced, and obviously not only expression lines, but also very deep wrinkles in other areas. We will have loss of harmony of the skin. Obviously, the skin sagging. The distribution of volumes will change, unfortunately, and this, of course, has to do with gravity, but also with the diminishing of the cushion that gives us this beautiful round face that is the fat layer. So from a baby that is all round and cute, no, and you want to just pinch him, because the cushion, the pillow that gives this amazing effect is the fat tissue, that the adipose cells that are very much taking care of this structure of a volume of the skin. With the aging, not only other cells diminish, but also the fat cells in our skin, they reduce their volume. And from that, you see this sagging of the face, and distribution of volumes completely changes. And of course, all of these things change our facial expression. So the facial features harden, the expression wrinkles, unfortunately, they become permanent. And if we don't take care of them, they will become even more in depth on the skin. And of course, the eye area appears less fresh, no sagging. So we look tired all the time. So it's not only a matter of just aesthetics or I don't know, the way that we are perceived. It's truly something that impacts our life on a daily basis. So it's something we should be aware and take care of. That is why we have the perfect solution following all of these processes that happen in the skin. You know that our laboratory, it's very much focused on giving actives that work in synergy with the natural metabolism in the skin, either to give it a support or sometimes replace it or give it a boost. Obviously, FILLIFT is a line that is addressing to a more mature segment of clients. So it's not something I would recommend you do at 25, 30 years old, unless something really extreme has happened and you need to give this support to the skin. It's a range, like I said, for more mature skin. Therefore, that means that the metabolism is slowed down. So with the active ingredients inside that we are going to take one by one, because they are wonderful and I really want to explain them to you, we give a lot of support. And okay, maybe it's too much to say replace, okay, because we want also our skin to work properly, but we give it a true support in areas where the skin is not really able to function properly. It's a perfect treatment to create the cellular biorevitalization and to re-harmonize all the facial contours and the communication in between cells in our skin. I will take them one by one, so I'm not really going to go over the ingredients now. What I would really like to remind everybody is the action that this line has, because it's not just one. First of all, it's a line, as the name says it, fill, that fights against different types of wrinkles, from the superficial ones, which obviously are not going to be very difficult to fill, to the deepest one. And the clinical tests that we've done on the line and on specific products really show amazing results on filling these even in-depth wrinkles that you can find on these customers. And of course, expression lines. Then fights against gravity and reshapes, and here comes the lifting part, okay, the facial contours and pushes back the volumes of the face to have them a little bit as per our natural and young looking skin. And it increases skin density. And that's because we really push to have a high production of collagen and elastin, these proteins that are very, very much linked to the density of our skin, the youthful appearance. And of course, sorry, age from 30. But again, I will point out that we need to evaluate the skin of our customer, because if they are taking good care, probably it will be a little bit further for this line. So, three main things that we can remember: repositioning, filling, and smoothing of the skin. And every single action that we talk about in this line with specific products and specific steps of the treatment, and of course, home care products, each one of them is linked to a specific active ingredient. So when I talk about repositioning, so that means having this lifting effect on the skin, pulling it back up, that will be related to our wonderful CollaLift 18 ingredient that I will explain in a second. When we talk about filling, and that means appearance of fine and deep wrinkles, we talk about Dermaplex peptides. That is a very, again, interesting ingredient inspired by medical cosmetic filler. And when we talk about smoothing of the skin, it's not only about having a nice, hydrated, smooth skin, but it's also about having a much more smoother expression without all of these expression lines. I'm somebody who does a lot of things with their face, okay? So many times I've been advised, especially by close people, oh, go do Botox. And I say, but this is my charm. I like to have these facial expressions, but of course I don't like to have wrinkles. So in this part of the treatment, we have the amplified BTX hexapeptide 1 that is inspired by the injection of botulinum toxin. It has a similar effect, of course, not exactly the same as the injection, but once you start using it, you will actually see amazing results in having a much more smooth appearance. So, talking about active ingredients, because I think these are, for sure, they are the heart of everything that we do. Of course, we wrap it up in a very nice texture, because that has to be important. We put a nice fragrance on it. We put a very nice bottle or jar, okay, a very nice packaging that will be appealing both to us and to our customers. But the heart of everything that delivers the results, for sure, are the active ingredients. And I always like to talk about them, and also with the customers, of course, not at this level of information, but I think it's very important that they realize what exactly is being used on their skin and also what they are using at home. So, of course, in FILLIFT, we have our star ingredient, that is the 51+3 Hyalu complex. That is a trademark of our company. This is an ingredient that we find in most of our products, not in all, but in most of them, especially if we're talking about the facial range. This complex is composed by 51 ingredients plus 3 types of hyaluronic acid. And inside we have vitamins, and we have proteins, so amino acids, and we have many other ingredients. But what would be important to remember is that depending on the range, and in this case with FILLIFT, out of all of these 51 ingredients, we give a higher percentage in the mix, in the complex, to a specific group of these ingredients. In this case, we have an increased amount of amino acids. Why? Because basically these proteins, you know, this is what amino acids combined form, no proteins. They are the base of our skin. So it's important that as we age, we give support to the skin and we give it a bigger part of these structures that afterwards they will be formed in collagen and elastin and also hyaluronic acid, in order both to give support to the skin, but also to stimulate the production of new structural components. Either we're talking about them coming from the fibroblast or any other metabolism process. So even from start, we give a big complex to the skin. And of course, please don't forget about the 3 types of hyaluronic acid that, of course, with the daily usage have a tremendous effect and impact on our skin. It's true that hyaluronic acid is a component that disappears quickly from our skin. That's why it always has to be replenished and produced by our skin. So in less than 24 hours, it's gone. In our case, we have 3 molecular weights, all of them filling from the inside to the outside of the skin. And if this was not enough, we have our 3-star ingredients that we only find in FILLIFT. We're going to take them one by one. The first one is FILLIFT 18, and I'm sure you're not going to forget the name, and the number 18 is actually very important. It's not just a number thrown in there, because actually what the FILLIFT 18 ingredient does is to stimulate the production of collagen 18. For those of you who don't know this, in our body, we have 28 types of collagen. So that's why for me it's very funny sometimes when I have a discussion about collagen and somebody says, oh, this product or this supplement or whatever contains collagen. Which kind? Because depending on the type of collagen, it will be situated in a different part of the body. It will have a completely different effect and not only effect, but role, okay, in our body. Now, collagen 18 is the only type of collagen that our skin has that is present in all 3 layers, so both in epiderm, dermis, and hypoderm. And we will see together that it has a very important role, since it's the only one present in all 3 layers of the skin. The main role of collagen 18 is to wrap like a sheet and to support various structures in our skin, but we will see them in a second together. So, it's not a wonder that we chose to have this type of ingredient, because obviously it has basically 3, well, actually 4 places in the skin where collagen 18 is needed, and it will have many benefits. It will fill the hollow areas on the face, it will lift the droopy eyelids, it will reduce sagging skin around the jaw, and this is a very requested area to be treated by the customers. And now let's take them a little bit one by one. So in our epiderm, what it does is envelops the sebaceous gland and reduces enlarged pores and refines skin texture. And I think this is really important, because even as we get older, the enlargement of the pores is a huge problem. And this very refined skin texture is something all of our customers are really looking forward to it. And with CollaLift 18, we get these amazing effects because many times people with enlarged pores, they think they will need to use steel products for acne to, you know, they go in this direction that only dries up their skin because guess what? As we age, we get a more dehydrated skin. So the cascade of effect is it's really a tremendous one. In this case, we have the right approach in solving this problem. Then another effect that CollaLift 18 has is that it strengthens and anchors this connection of the dermoepidermal junction, because as we all know, the epiderm and the dermis are not just two layers sitting one on top of the other one, just like that. They have this junction that is very much a point of interest, especially in aesthetic medicine, but not only, in which this connection, this junction must be very flexible. It has to be obviously very strong, because when it's having a problem, you will have a very, very, very deep wrinkle in that area. So by reinforcing it, we will fight against signs of gravity, okay, because the structures are well in place, one on top of the other one. We will fight against sagging skin, and of course, the loss of definition of the facial contours. Going further, we get to the dermis. And in this case, what CollaLift 18 does, and obviously Collagen 18, is to envelop the dermal support structures. So we have a capillary network there. We have obviously collagen and elastin and hyaluronic acid. So all these structures are going to be enveloped by this type of collagen, improving skin tone, microcirculation. Basically, you have to think about all of these processes, all the metabolism in the dermis. It just works better. It's oxygenated, it's drained, so it doesn't have toxins. Everything runs smoothly in the dermis, which we all know it's the heart of our skin, because there basically everything almost happens. Now all the proteins are being synthesized, the blood is coming from there, so everything for the skin is very important in the dermis. And, which I think is a huge cosmetic promise, we also have an effect in the hypoderma, and there are not many actives who go to that depth in our skin. And it will seem that actually collagen 18 is responsible for enveloping the fat cells. Now, I know it's quite interesting because normally when we think about fat cells, we want to destroy them, we want to make them smaller, we don't like them at all. Okay, but on our face, they are very precious. And in this case, what the CollaLift 18 does is to provide this very nice enveloping action, so that the volume of the fat cell doesn't change. Because as I said, it's a natural process with the passage of time to get diminished. It will get bigger on the body, but unfortunately on the face, it will go smaller. And with that, our volumes will be dropping down. And with this ingredient, we actually give a support and we give the proper environment, like a blanket, to our fat cells to get cozy and to stay there on our skin and to keep the volumes where they should be. So it's truly an amazing ingredient.
Kaya Senegalese.
Oh, sorry, I got scared. And actually, I want to share with you a very nice video about this ingredient, because you will understand a little bit better how it functions.
Kaya Senegalensis bark extract holds the power to stimulate collagen 18 synthesis, naturally present in all of the skin's layers. This is the only heparin sulfide collagen with biological activity that is able to sheath and tone the different skin compartments. This guarantees an optimal cohesion between the skin cells populations. Furthermore, we made a crucial discovery. Collagen 18 decreases with age, causing the skin to loosen and collapse from its surface to its depth. Skin elasticity decreases. Wrinkles appear wider and pores are accentuated. CollaLift 18. Our ultimate innovation concentrates its action on collagen 18 synthesis from the dermoepidermal junction to the basement membrane of the adipocyte cells. It helps tone and sheath the membranes, just like bark is to wood, so that the skin is strengthened and tightened from within. Elasticity is recovered, wrinkles and pores tone down. Skin regains its harmony and vitality on the surface.
Okay, wonderful. So as shown in the video, this ingredient is extracted from this majestic tree, an African tree. You can see it here in the picture. It's a huge one. It's actually a protected tree. It has been used for thousands of years by the locals. And it is well known that it has really great healing properties. So it has a multi-purpose remedy action in the skin. The ingredient is taken out of the bark of this tree, and it's obviously harvested very responsible and then cultivated in the laboratory. So you know that we are very much in focus when protecting the environment. And it's a very nice, let's say, similitude, because as this bark protects the tree, the ingredient that we take out of this bark basically protects the cells that I was talking about earlier. And don't take my word for it. Actually, on this specific ingredient, there are clinical tests done which show its efficiency. For instance, you can see there, but please keep in mind that the clinical test has been done in what I'm showing you now, just on this ingredient. So there was no other ingredients involved in the process in the skin. So of course, in our products, we do not only have FILLIFT 18, we have plenty of other ingredients coming and helping and supporting this ingredient. But in this case, we can see that just by using this ingredient in 2 months' time, you can see how the decrease of the wrinkles. This is obviously the eye area, the cross fit wrinkles. You can see that the diminishing not only in, let's say they are less, especially because the fine ones almost disappeared, but also the very in-depth one, like this one, for instance, or even this one, you can see how much is being diminished, both by length, width, and obviously how much, how in-depth they are. Not only this, but also from the point of view of enlarged pores, you can see after 56 days that we have a minus 36%. Obviously, this is an average. It can go higher just by using this ingredient. Okay, perfect. If you have any questions, just write them down, and at the end, we will come back to them. Absolutely no problem. Okay, so this was called...
interject here quickly to say thank you so much for going into such depth about these ingredients, because I think it's such an important thing to understand when we're talking about this line, and really when we talk about any of the products from Dalla Palma. There are a lot of products on the market that are collagen-based anti-aging products, lifting products, but it's really important to know and for you to be able to communicate to your client that this particular collagen has been specifically chosen, FILLIFT 18, because it is the latest and the greatest. And we can back that up by saying that we have clinical studies, scientific studies that are proving your worth. So I think as an esthetician, as a beauty practitioner, as someone who's selling the products, that is such a nice thing to have in your back pocket when you are recommending these products. You're not just asking your customers to take your word for it. You actually know that these products have been tested and they've been proven to do what we say they're going to do.
Yeah.
So thank you for going into such depth on those.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for what you said, because it's absolutely true, and I am a big fan of science, so it's very important that we prove what we say. Okay. The second active ingredient, the Dermaplex peptides, that does the filling inside of the skin. It's basically a complex. So if you are interested, or if you have chemistry knowledge, okay, it's acetyl tetapeptide 9 and acetyl tetapeptide 11. So it's a combination in between these two. Obviously, you can see them on the INCI. What is very interesting is the fact, okay, it's a patented complex, and the fact that they are biomimetic peptides. And I cannot stress enough, because I know this is not a new concept, and we do have other biomimetic ingredients that we use, but sometimes we forget about this wonderful concept. The biomimetic science is the science that studies the natural processes in nature and replicates them on a scale to 1:1. I mean, what it means, it's perfectly imitated, no? And obviously science has been doing this since ever. No, we look at the birds' wings and we replicate them in the aerodynamic and shape and whatever to create a device to fly, just to give you an example. When it comes to ingredients that we use, and they are biomimetic ingredients, it means that once they reach our skin, obviously in the layer that we want them to work, they immediately are recognized by the metabolism as being their own. So they start flowing, if you want, okay, in a very natural way inside of our, okay, we talk about skin now, because they imitate perfectly in shape, in volume, in composition, in structure, in obviously what they do, a natural process in the skin. And here is where exactly the idea I was mentioning earlier comes, that with certain ingredients, we actually come and not only support or stimulate the skin to do a natural thing, but we actually come and say, okay, I know you're tired. I know you don't have resources anymore. Here, let me give you an actual help. Here are these peptides who are going to do the work for you, okay? It's a fast-acting ingredient, which is great always, because, you know, everybody, including ourselves, we want an immediate effect. Okay, so once these peptides reach our skin, the skin density immediately increases. So that's going to give you this feeling effect. And I had so many customers, and I'm sure you can tell me stories about using this line, that are truly amazed on after just one treatment, or after 1 month, after they do a full course of treatment, and of course they use the home care products, that their skin changes from this to this. It's like they cannot believe it, because, you know, sometimes they say, oh, I thought that only a dramatic intervention on my skin can do something. Well, actually, no, you can treat it in this way as well and have amazing results. And again, in this case, we work on the epiderm, the dermoepidermal junction, and we reach the dermis. So in these three areas, in the epiderm, we stimulate the production of syndecans. These are structural proteins, very important, because they help with the correct organization and compactness of the cells at the epidermal level. And not only that, but if you have a very compact and very organized structure in the epiderm, guess what? Your skin is going to be so much more resilient against any type of agents that are going to come to aggressive during the day. Either we're talking about mechanical stress, either we're talking about pollution, or whatever will come, external agents to aggress the skin. Then at the level of the dermoepidermal junction, we will have the stimulation of, in this case, collagen 17, which strengthens the cohesion of this junction. So we really take care also about this very important, I could say, layer in our skin, that is the dermal epidermal junction. And then, of course, where the main activity happens in the dermis, in this case, we promote the synthesis of collagen 1, that is the most common type of collagen, and lumicans. Basically, lumicans are essential for the correct wrapping of the individual bundles of collagen fibers. So they have this capacity to give this three-dimensional structure, because, you know, collagen fibers, normally they should be really well aligned. with the passage of time, with the quality that decreases and so on, they start like a bundle of flowers. You know, once you they reach their end of the life, you have a nice bouquet in the vase, but after some days they all go like this. And this is exactly what happens with the collagen fibers. Okay, so lumicans help you have the structures well organized in the skin. Therefore, it will improve the skin support function. I think we have a very nice video about this as well. I hope I will not get scared again. No, in a second. Okay, but let's see the video and to understand exactly where it works. Perfect.
BASF conducted a consumer study to understand their aspiration and expectations and found that 60% of women wished they looked 5 to 10 years younger, and 80% expected that a quality skincare product would help them achieve this aspiration. With age, skin loses firmness and wrinkles begin to appear due to changes in an important class of molecules called proteoglycans. Proteoglycans have essential functions such as cell-to-cell interactions and stabilization of extracellular matrix components, including hyaluronic acid and collagen. BASF discovered the two proteoglycans that decrease with age, Lumican, which plays a major role in collagen stabilization, and Syndican-1, which is involved in epidermal cohesion. Similarly, collagen 17, an important structural component in the dermal-epidermal junction, as well as collagen-1 in the dermis, also decrease with age. Based on these findings, BASF developed an innovative, fast-acting cosmetic ingredient, Replexium, a complex of two peptides, acetyl-tetrapeptide 9 and acetyl-tetrapeptide 11, delivered to skin in a bioavailable form. In vitro studies, acetyl-tetrapeptide 9 promotes the synthesis of Lumican and collagen, and acetyl-tetrapeptide 11 promotes the synthesis of Syndican-1 and collagen 17. Recovery of these key molecules helps to rebuild skin appearance.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so collagen 1, collagen 17, collagen 18, Lumican, Syndican. So again, you see there is a lot of science behind everything that we're talking here. It's not just with this product, we just stimulate the production of collagen.
Right.
And since we were discussing earlier about, a more a very popular procedure, yes, we can achieve this also with the help of products. So Amplify BTX hexapeptide 1, it's a very powerful dermo-relaxing ingredient. Basically, what it does is to fight against this continuous microcontraction on facial mimic muscles. Basically what Botox does, but in a more soft way. So you will still have expression, okay? But these continuous microcontraction are the one causing expression wrinkles. So on the nerve ending that triggers the contraction, this ingredient will come and it will reduce the release of molecules that promote the contraction, okay, like Botox. Directly on the muscle cells and the myofibroblast, it will promote the process of relaxation. So it will reduce basically the contraction. Therefore, by using this ingredient daily, okay, it's not about using it once, but you put it in the morning, you put it in the evening, also with the other ingredients, obviously the expression lines are going to be very much more smoothed. And of course, the existing ones are going to be filled by the other ingredients. So the overall effect is really, really, really visible. And again, don't take my word for it. We have clinical tests showing about this specific active ingredient. In 7 days, we have a reduction of expression wrinkle volume by 32%, and this is an average, and it's done only by using this specific molecule. So again, think about a complex that also fills the existing wrinkles from the inside and many other actions. So obviously the results are going to be even better. You can see picture of the reduction of expression wrinkles depth just in 7 days by 16.7%. And actually the picture speaks by itself. It's really an amazing effect. and lifting, and I had some really, really good results with this area in 28 days, so mostly almost a month, to get a more happier smile. So plus 14% lifting on this area. Okay, so I think with active ingredients, and these are the main ones, obviously the most important ones. I'm not going to go through the, I don't know, vitamins and everything that we put inside. At the specific moment when I'm going to show you the products, obviously I'm going to mention them. Professional treatment is it's very important. And I think obviously you always have to follow our recommendation, because obviously we study, we test. So the protocol that we give you, it's always best to be followed step by step, and don't get too creative inside of the cabin. But with this procedure, it's really important to follow the protocol, because it has been really well thought and put together in order to have each phase to have a boost of the other one and to work together in order to get the result you want. So the phases of the protocol are obviously to detoxify, then you reposition, then you fill, and at the very end you smooth the whole complexion. And of course, you know that for everything we have materials, we have the step-by-step, how many mLs, how many minutes it has to work. You have all this information. And if you don't, I'm sure the Amalia can help you up with this, okay?
Yes,
Obviously, we
have all
have
this
some...
information on our website as well. So if
Perfect.
anybody's ever looking for it, you can find it on our website under the training materials.
Great. Okay. This treatment that exists for a while now, for some years, and it has been a huge success, has been a little bit renovated. So we do have some products that are in and out, and we have some novelties in the treatment. We will get to them in a second. And of course, we're not going to watch it now. I'm just going to show you for 1 second. We have videos showing the step-by-step of the treatment, so for you to watch. And I'm sure with all the experience that you have, it's very easy to catch the treatment very easily.
Face, neck, and décolleté. Face to boost the reactivation.
So you have all the techniques of massage
metabolism.
and absolutely everything you need in order to perform the treatment. And you know what? I always give this advice. All these videos are very helpful also, even if this one is a little bit more complex, to have in your waiting area, because the client will look and say, wow, this is a very interesting thing. What is it? Can I have it? Okay, so use them as much as you can, because obviously we are more than happy to film, to make them, and for them to be an important tool for you, not only to learn the treatment, but also to get the attention of their customers.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but just watching the video, I feel more relaxed. I feel like
Yeah.
on myself.
Well, I would like to be in her shoes. I would like to stay on the bed.
Yeah, so that's a great point. This is a great marketing tool. And again, we do have this available on our website to download. But if you ever need it in a different format or need some assistance getting it off that into a different format, let us know, and we're more than happy to help you to use this as a tool.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this being said, let's go through the product one by one quickly, okay? So we understand perfectly how the treatment works and how to use it properly. Obviously, FILLIFT always starts with the cleansing line. So we prepare the skin, we cleanse it, we take off the makeup if there is any. And the first product that we are going to use is the reactivating massage serum. So this comes in this bottle with a pump with 150 ml. And the name says it all. So it's a reactivating product. It's quite watery, creamy, watery texture. Inside we have FILLIFT 18, Amplify BTX hexapeptide, Dermaplex peptide, so everything we were mentioning earlier, and also urea, and some very hydrating like allantoin and hyaluronic acid and panthenol and jojoba wax and shea butter that work in a very specific way. All these very hydrating ingredients are going to give a very nice moisturizing, smoothing effect on the skin. More superficial, if I can say. And the urea is going to break down these connections in between the dead cells and the healthy cells. So once you will remove, and actually we have some techniques of massage with this serum, you remove also the dead cells. So it's a very powerful tool, I would say, in order to reactivate and renovate the skin from the very first moment of the treatment.
Yes.
This
It's
has
more
to
than a
be
simple massage cream. It's much
no,
more than a simple massage cream.
no. It's a functional product. That's why we call it also a serum, because it has the consistency of a serum, and it's important you use it correctly. So together with this product, we are going to use these bandages. So we are going to pre-cut them before the treatment, so everything will be ready. We have these rolls, and it's not something that you cannot find easily. We will have 4 bandages on the face, as you can see them in the image, and 1 on the neck, that are going to be placed on top of this product because it has to be let to have a pause. The bandages have the role of creating this osmotic coverage film on the skin, so to help push and penetrate the actives inside of the skin. Also gives you a little bit this connection with the medical part, no, with bandages. It's actually very nice for you to perform this during the treatment. The length of that you are going to cut the bandage is going to be given by the size of the mask. I will show you the mask when we get to it, so you don't have to invent anything. Okay, and everything is also shown in the video, so please don't don't panic for this. And another thing that I would like to point out is to use a soft brush, not a very heavy, fluffy one that will eat up a lot of the product, because of course you want to put it on the face and not to leave it in the brush, okay? After 5 minutes of pause, we remove the bandages. We take a little bit more of this product and we perform the first step of the massage that we have for us, that is very well explained in the video. Basically, as the name of the product says it, sorry, I will go back for just one second. It's a reactivating massage. So as also shown in the video, maybe you're not going to get every single movement perfect, but it's important to have a fast-paced massage. So it's not your average relaxing massage, but you want to reactivate the skin. Remember that the main role of this product is to reactivate the metabolism, to get rid of the dead cells, to make the skin basically renovate itself. So even the massage and the movements are quite fast, okay? And this is going to be a good support to the product. Here is the mask I was mentioning and how to pre-cut the bandages. Obviously, something extremely simple. 5 strips in total. You put them aside and use them during the treatment. Okay. So this is going to be the first product we use. After we have finished with the massage, that is not going to be very long, we remove everything with water. After that, we go to the second step of our treatment per se, of FILLIFT, and we use my favorite product, that is the remodeling mask. So as the name says it, it's a mask, okay, coming in this tube of 150 ml. You're going to apply it onto the face as a mask. Don't use too little, don't use too much, because as much as you're going to use, actually afterwards is going to be quite tricky to remove it. And the secret to this product is, obviously you will have to do a specific massage shown in the video, but as you massage it, the texture will completely change. Because it will, and believe me, it will change fast, okay? So you don't have to work on it too much. It will become extremely like honey. So it's going to sticky was the word I was looking for. It's going to have a very sticky texture. So your hands are going to basically be one with the skin of your customer. With this texture and with this effect that the gummy mask has, is for you to help you create this plumping effect massage. Obviously, it has to be done with a very focused attention on your customer, on the skin. There are areas where you are going just to use your fingers in order to lift up the skin. It's like a gymnastic. That's why I really like it, because also our face needs gymnastic. In other areas, you can be a little bit, you can use the whole palm, okay, and you can be a little bit more trustful in what you're doing. But in other areas, you're just going to use your fingertips, because believe me, the texture really becomes very sticky. And respect the skin that you are working on. In some cases, especially if they don't have a lot of laxity and not a very sensitive skin, maybe you can be there for a couple of minutes. In other situation, of course, you're going to need to support that area that you are going to work with the other hand, because if there is a lot of loose skin, you cannot, pull it till here and come back with it, because it's going to be painful. So just use your other hand in order to create this support system. And of course, if you see a nice pink skin, that means your job is done because you have activated the microcirculation, everything is in place. You don't need to stay there and insist, okay? Hopefully I was very clear. Inside of this product, we have the FILLIFT 18, we have the amplified BTX hexapeptide 1, we do have the Dermaplex peptide, we have the gamma-aminobutyric acid that protects hyaluronic acid, which is also present in the product. So it's not a honey, like I was mentioning earlier. You can put honey and do a massage, but it's never going to have the same effect. So all of this massage that we are going to perform on this product, it does nothing less than to help penetrate all of these actives inside of the skin. And of course, you know that if you take half a face and on one half you do a very good, intensive right massage, you can immediately see the lift in the skin. So that's why it will be important for you to do the massage and also obviously follow a little bit the instruction that you have in the video. Okay, once we are done with that, just go over and remove the product. Luckily, underwater, it like honey does, it becomes really water soluble, so it's going to be removed easily from the skin. Once your skin is clean and well prepared to receive other ingredients, we have our super mask. It's a monodose mask, so you just open it and everything is ready to use. It's a very thick and compact firming mask. It has a cream coating, so that's going to be very easy for you to see and identify, because that's the part that needs to be in contact with the skin. It's very flexible, the film, so you can arrange it and to make it stick perfectly to the skin. It has two parts, obviously. And inside we have, that's why it's a super mask, we have a tremendous quantity of FILLIFT 18 and the amplified BTX hexapeptide 1. So let it sink into the skin. You know that normally we have a 10-minute pause for the mask. Give those 10 minutes to your customer so that their skin, now that is really ready to receive all these ingredients, we remove the dead cells, we activated the circulation and all the metabolism. Now finally, a huge amount of FILLIFT 18 is going to go inside of the skin, and also the amplified BTX hexapeptide 1 is going to really smoothen those wrinkles out. Perfect. At the end, once those 10 minutes are done, once you remove it, actually you do not need to rinse it with water. So there will be no residues. Even there is a little bit of product, you just massage it into the skin and that's it. And we finalize our treatment with the eye and lip contour cream. Actually, well, we will see also the novelties, but I will mention the cream now. with this eye and lip contour cream, I would like to point out some things, and also because these are this product in specific, in particular, is the same formulation with the home care one. So I always try to point out to my new customers the way you need to use it correctly. And I hope you all see me now. Okay, so when you apply this product, it's very important that the other hand is placed on top. I'm lifting the eyelid. I'm making this maybe deep wrinkles a little bit more available to receive the product, okay? And I apply it here with movements back and forth. And of course, it's really important for this particular product to be applied also on the upper lid, because it will open up the eyes and it will give you this lifting effect that we all crave for, okay? So while I'm doing this, I know that my customer has their eyes closed. I'm a little bit explaining what I'm doing and how they should do it also at home. Inside, you see that we really have an amazing pool of active ingredients, starting with the 51+3 Hialo complex, all the three super duper ingredients of FILLIFT, but also specific tailor-made chosen ingredients that help with dark circles, with drainage of this area, and of course of lifting of the eyelid. Okay, then we have the remodeling lifting effect cream, which I really, really like. It has an amazing texture and also fragrance. And needs to be applied from face, neck, and décolleté. Now, one very important thing, because actually this product is going to be applied on top of another cocktail that we will prepare, okay, that we will get to in a second. Please, please, please keep in mind not to massage this product, okay? So the movements must be of just help me out with the word, Amalia, is just to distend to well, apply the product.
To smooth it on the surface, similar to how you would think about applying makeup or a foundation.
Exactly. You don't massage it. Perfect. That's the idea. Okay, maybe just do some movements like this.
More of a patting action, right?
Exactly, patting, but of course, being a creamy texture, you need to distribute it, that's the word, okay, on the face, but do not massage it. Why? Because actually, after the mask and after the other product, I'm gonna get to it in a second. Once you apply the mask and you massage it, you're gonna get this, again, I don't know the word in English, okay? This little,
the balls, it balls up like the little bits.
Exactly. So there will be a little bit of product, which is not nice to have there because of this friction action, okay? Even now, if I do like this, well, I wash my hands like crazy during the day, okay? But if maybe on the body you do like this a little bit more and you have something on top, you will get some, okay? So
I believe that's partially, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's partially because some of the ingredients are specifically formulated to stay and sit at the surface of the skin.
Exactly, yeah, because they create a film on the surface of the skin. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're rubbing too much, you're going to be removing those products. So it's really important to apply gently.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then if you with the retail products, it's also important to remind your customers when they're applying it afterwards, when they apply their makeup, to be gentle with their movements as well.
Exactly. You don't need to massage. The massage part is done.
Right.
Now you need to be gentle, okay, and just distribute the product evenly. Okay. And of course, at the very end, either we're talking about the old product, the daily protective fluid, maybe you still have it for sure in your assortment, or our new SPF 50. We have plenty of options for SPF, okay? But for sure, I know that I've heard there is some snow there in Canada now. But even on snow, you need the sun protection because actually it reflects a lot the sun rays. But even if there was no snow, for sure, it's very important that we finish the treatment with an SPF.
I know I should mention that product that you just showed is from the new Cell Detoxium line. So that was a little preview for all of you. We will be launching that in Canada shortly. We don't have the
Ooh,
products yet, but in the next coming months, we'll have that product.
okay,
For those of
perfect.
you who remember previously, we had the Urban uh,
Daily protective, yeah.
anti-pollution cream, and it's the
Yeah,
same similar product, just updated. We'll be
exactly.
adding that to our new cleansing segment, which we'll be launching. So that's going to be an amazing product that we're going to have very soon as a finishing cream for all
Yeah.
treatments.
Oh, so I gave you a little preview.
Little preview, yes.
Perfect. Well, we are always innovating, so that's absolutely normal.
Yes.
So obviously we have the manual approach. We can also use radio frequency with this treatment, or we can do the resurface with micro, sorry, I'm missing the word now. Uh, hmm. Anyway, it's a mechanical exfoliation of the skin, so you can mix and match. For sure, I always advise to have in mind that less is more, in the sense that don't go too crazy, you know, doing exfoliation and then radio frequency and then do FILLIFT and with all the massages, because the skin may say, you know what, you haven't done anything in 1 year and now you want to do it all in one session, okay? So always listen and look carefully at the skin of the customer. Obviously, a treatment that is for filling and lifting is a mixed, it's a match made in heaven with radio frequency. Okay, so if you do have a technology of radio frequency, it makes sense to use it. It doesn't have to be on the whole face. I always advise to use radio frequency first, always, okay? Because if you apply all of these beautiful ingredients and then you hit them up with radio frequency, nothing good can come up with that, okay? And of course, if you do a full session of radio frequency on the whole face, again, please look at the skin. Maybe it will not be the perfect moment if it's all pink and heated to then come after and do a lot of massage techniques, okay? Maybe for some clients it can be a nice experience, but for instance, for me, it would be too much. So my skin would be not very happy. So in that case, you can do a full face, neck, décolleté session of radio frequency today, and maybe in 2 days or I think 2 days would be enough. You can do the FILLIFT treatment. If you are only concentrating on one area, let's say that you are doing the radio frequency just around the eyes or maybe just the neck, I don't know, a critical area for that client, of course, you can go ahead and do in the same session the FILLIFT without any issues. Maybe stay away or don't insist on that specific area where you have already done the radio frequency. Okay, home care products. We have the remodeling lifting effect cream for the eyes. Obviously, really amazing product. It must be used correctly, like I was explaining earlier. We need to apply it also on the upper lid, morning and evening. Really gives, how should I say, really gives you, after even 7 days of using it, amazing effect, and that will make the customer, you know, come back and want some more. I have very loyal customers, and I always tell them I do have other options for them, but they are so hooked on this cream, I cannot convince them to use anything else. It's really, it's really amazing. Okay, then super mask comes in a box of 2 masks if you want to have this to the customer at home. There are many customers who are using mask and they have a ritual at home. So we did create this mask to be used at home. Our star product, I would say, because it's really an amazing value for the quantity that they are buying. So we have the double lift serum day and night. It's basically 2 serums in one of 30 and 30 ml. So a 60 ml in total, which is really a huge amount of product. You cannot mistake them because obviously the gray part is to be used during the day and the black during the night, and they have different effects. So during the day we have a serum full of FILLIFT 18 and amplified BTX hexapeptide. So it's obviously a perfect way to start your day. You will apply your cream afterwards without massaging it, and then you can just apply your makeup and it will be perfect for the entire day. And I will have this smoothing and plumping effect. During the night, we have microencapsulated acids that will help the skin to be renewed. And again, for a mature skin, this is actually very important to have as a daily reminder for the skin that it needs to renovate, because if not, it will take forever to do that. And of course, we have the Dermaplex peptide, so with another beautiful stimulating effect of producing collagen and elastin, and also multiceramide complex to strengthen the skin barrier. I remind everybody that our skin has a peak during the night in which it's really open to absorb products and active ingredients. So the alternation of these two serums and the usage of the night one is very, very important to obtain the overall results. And here, obviously, it's not a secret what type of acid we are using. So we have a microencapsulated salicylic acid of a percentage of 2%. It's very important the way we deliver, because I'm sure everybody has heard about salicylic acid, but the concentration and the fact that it's microencapsulated delivers this acid inside of the skin in a very gentle way. It doesn't create any type of irritation, photosensibilization. So it's safe to be used on a daily basis because I use it every night. The main action is to help the skin renew itself gradually. So I don't need to peel off my skin in the morning, okay? I need to give it that boost in order to have a softer skin texture and obviously on a long term, a much more young looking skin. Okay, it's really, like I say, it's an ideal consumer kit, and for the huge amount of product you get, it's actually very, very good as a price. And again, don't believe me, we have a clinical test done on this specific product. Medium reduction of wrinkle depth, 19.6%, increase in smoothness, 90%, reduction of wrinkles, 71%. And again, it has been done only on this alternation of these two products, morning and evening. But of course, you're going to also use our amazing cleanser. You're going to also use our amazing eye cream and face cream. So the synergy in between all of these products are actually going to give you even better results. Okay, and as I was saying, as we renovated, as the time went by this line, we have and had some novelties. First of all, in terms of final product for customers at home, but also in the cabin. And this is, let's say, the end of my presentation almost, to point out a new direction in which our customers are going. And that is face contouring and this V shape that must be very pronounced. We call it also the Jack treatment, so jaw and neck treatments, in which you have to have this very youthful V silhouette of the chin and of the face, which unfortunately with the passage of time is lost because of partial bone resorption, and there is a reduction of thickness of the adipose that we mentioned earlier, and also skin that with the help of gravity falls down. So for this, we have created 2 professional references and 2 home products that are specifically targeting also this problem, on top of everything that we are already solving with the existing products that we already had. Professional product. Now, I adore this box and my customers as well, because it's such a boost of fresh ingredients in the skin, and you can immediately see the effect, and it's really a beautiful way to end the treatment. So after you have finished, you remove the mask, you get to this specific product. So it's a box called Hyalu and FILLIFT 18 spheres. Inside, basically, you have two specific ingredients that need to be mixed at the moment you're going to use them on the skin. And this is the great thing, because it doesn't get any more fresh than this. Okay, so in the little, let me see if I have, no, okay. In the little roundish case, we have freeze-dried 100% pure hyaluronic spheres. So they are medium and high molecular weight. So exactly what Amalia was also mentioning earlier. They will stay mostly in the surface of the skin, or in the first layer, to give you that immediate, not only hydration, because the hydration is insane, but also support and feeling of the skin. This, it comes in a sphere that is dried, like the name says it, so you cannot apply it on your skin. Therefore, it needs to be dissolved in order to be able to apply it. And here comes the serum inside of the box. You can see them on the side, okay? That are a pool of FILLIFT 18. So this amazing ingredient, we decided to take it, to put the maximum amount that we could in a serum, and to mix it with 100% pure hyaluronic acid. What do you think? It will be a nice marriage?
Sounds
For
amazing.
sure. Okay, so what I do is I open up one of the spheres, I pour inside directly the serum, and with the help of a beautiful, very specific, very small brush like this one, okay, you will mix it together. You will see that the hyaluronic acid immediately starts to dissolve. And the secret is that with this precision brush, first you are going to concentrate on applying this, it's a serum like texture, onto the critical areas where you have the most painful wrinkles on your face, okay? But obviously you will see there is a lot of products. So once you have done this beautiful work with the brush, the rest obviously you can not massage, but distribute onto the skin. Once it's in the skin, and you will see that it immediately goes right into the skin, so it's very fast absorbing. You're going to apply your eye cream and your smoothing cream from the FILLIFT product, and if necessary, if it's not evening, obviously your sun protector. Okay, at home we have the Rich Lifting Effect Modeling Cream. So this is it was a very important novelty for us, because apart from the ingredients of the FILLIFT line, we also have the Voluform, that is another very cool ingredient that reshapes and has a lipofilling and voluforming action. So it reshapes the volumes of the face, helping obviously to lift the facial contours, and also compared to our previous cream that still exists, has a more rich texture. So you have two options for your customers. Either is let's say more light texture cream for home use that we are using for years, or now we have this one that is a more rich cream. And normally, if we're talking about somebody over 45, 50, 60 years of age, they do require a more rich texture. And here, of course, a little bit of information about this beautiful effect that this ingredient has. So it's a volume boosting action on the adipose tissue. So it's exactly the opposite of ingredients that we use to reduce the volume of the adipose cell. This ingredient helps it flourish, to become bigger, so it have more support on the face. So don't use this on the body. Okay, but also with the firming effect. Another wonderful product for home use is the Super Dose. So it's quite small. It's like a syringe bottle with a 50 ml inside. it must be used on specific areas, so not on the whole face. It's a concentrate, it's a super dose, like the name says it. The syringe helps you really to take out as much product as you need, because as you were going to turn it around, you can make the packaging deliver to you 1 drop of the product or 2 drops. So depending on how big the area you want to treat, you are going to select how much product it should come out of the bottle. And inside we have a lot of amplified BTX hexapeptide 1. Very, very pure formula, like always. And we always try to concentrate only on the specific ingredients we want to use and not put there too much that we don't need. Yeah. Tests were really nice for us. So we have again shown the efficiency of the products after just 1 month. So double chin improved by 25%, cheekbone volume 24% more, depth of the marionette lines minus 80%, depth of the nasolabial folds minus 12%. And of course, redefinition altogether 100%, and some pictures to show exactly this, which I really, really like. I'll let them sink in for a second. Okay. And also here, and also this area, which is really tricky to treat. Okay, so here are the 2 products that we can use at home. The let's say the more, I don't want to say old because it's not old, but you know, the most popular till now. And the new one that you can see also here, it's for more dry skin, okay? And of course, it has also that new ingredient that helps us create this V shape that everybody is looking for. And of course, our 2 products, not to be mistaken, okay? Because the day and night lifting serum is a must. The super dose is a concentrate for very specific areas. That's why also the quantity is so small. So I don't compare 15 ml with 60 ml, okay? There is no comparison. One is to be used day and night, day and night. The super dose is a concentrate, it has this primer texture. It's a very instant thin film on the skin. It helps me immediately apply makeup. Even when I have to look good and maybe I didn't have such a good night, this is a instant effect product that I can use to trick everybody. Okay, I think I gave a lot of information now.
That's
I make your head like this, but I think it was useful.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. That was as always, full of such wonderful information for everyone, and a lot of great details. I do want to mention now that we have some promotions available for the next month while for end of February and March while quantities last, featuring a new tool called the FILLIFT face massager, which I can show you here. Maybe you can talk a little bit about this device and how you might use it.
Absolutely.
You can turn it on,
Yeah.
and you can use it to massage the product in and to give you more of a lifting effect.
Yeah, and it's vibrating on the skin, and it's again activating the metabolism. It's very important to understand that our skin gets a little bit tired with the passage of time. So this type of tools, and I will take a step back, and because I really want to emphasize something. I know there are a lot of gadgets in the market, but the majority, okay, if I'm being honest, okay, the majority of them are coming from not so reliable sources, okay, and they are very cheap. That's why they are so cheap. And we must understand that not every single material that we put on our face, or I don't know, all kind of devices that we are choosing to use are not necessarily good for our skin. So even if we talk about these small gadgets that they can be incorporated in your routine. They can give you a very nice well-being state that can help the ingredients penetrate better, and they actually work. They have a nice effect on the skin, okay? They must be chosen wisely, okay? So when we choose to bring this kind of gadgets in our offer, it's not because we are sick of selling creams, okay? That's what we do best. But obviously we want to spice things up in the bathroom, okay? And to give our customers a very nice ritual when they are applying the products, and also to enhance the performance, obviously, of the products, but we pay careful attention to the quality of these devices. So the material from which they are made, and obviously their utility in combination with the products that we want to use, not just to use a gadget and, I don't know, have a pink bunny. Okay, so I really wanted to point out this because obviously there are many options in the market, but the big majority of them, they're not going to do you so good. They're actually probably going to, I'm just doing quick parenthesis, just let me say just one thing. As a graduate from medical school, and well, I'm still doing a master now, but anyways, I've done a full year of toxicology. And it was the worst year of my life because I had a very dedicated teacher and very knowledgeable. But after I was having a class with her, I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to touch anything. It was horrible.
Right.
But what I want to point out is the fact that obviously in toxicology, the dosage is always important, but not only the dosage, but the repetitive that you get from that specific, I don't know, can be a metal, can be, okay, because I was thinking about metals now, okay, aluminum or whatever. So the fact that I'm putting on my skin a very small quantity, you would say, this material is not the best quality, but you know, it's not harmful. Yes, but if you apply it every single day, is it the same? Probably not. I think you got my point, everybody.
Yes.
Okay. So this Vibra Lift, coming back to the nice story. Okay, you can show it again, Amalia. It's a very nice gadget, very nice tool. It has a very nice vibration, and you can see it's quite easy to use it on the face and also to wash it. Okay, please wash it. Okay.
Yeah, and it
But
feels really nice. It
yeah.
has a nice weight to it compared to some other ones that I've seen that are you can it's hard to convey sometimes over an image or over the internet, but it is a very when you hold it, you can feel that it's a nice quality product.
Yeah. And the customers always love, and also it's a beautiful gift if you want to have it for somebody.
It comes in a cute little velvet
Oh,
bag, and then this, as always with Dalla Palma products, it's beautifully packaged in this beautiful box. So it looks like a beautiful
premium.
box.
Yeah. And it always helps us, boost the sales and to give a little bit of novelty for our customers. Yeah, I would for sure recommend it.
Yes, and we do have a video of how to use this one.
Exactly.
So that's something that's also available for you that you can use on your website or on your social media, a video of a model up using this device. So while quantities last, we have this available for free when you purchase a kit, a retail kit. So we have two different retail kits that are available. I have the products here. One is the rich cream that we were just talking about, and one is the concentrate, the hyperactive lifting and filling concentrate. And then the other kit that we have is with the original finishing cream and the double lift serum. So you can buy either of those two kits, FILLIFT 1 or FILLIFT 2, FILLIFT Kit 1, FILLIFT Kit 2. You'll find those on our website. And when you buy those, you'll get one of these VibraLift massagers for free. So that's something that you can pass on as a really great gift with purchase for your clients. We've had some people say that they want to start using them even in the treatment as an add-on in their professional treatment. So that's an option for you as well.
Why not?
Yes. So
why not? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Our promotion for the next coming months while supplies last. We do have a limited quantity of them, and they are not going to be reproducing them, I don't believe. So if you're interested in that, make sure you
One
get your
shot.
orders in quickly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Like I
problem.
said earlier, it's just for us to give an additional help and boost to the sales and
Exactly.
to make things a little bit more interesting, like I said, more
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah, and these devices are becoming so popular. You see them everywhere. People are asking for them. They're even, you see them at the beauty counter at Winners or, everywhere they have them. So it's important to be able to offer a professional option to your clients who might be looking for that kind of product.
Yeah. And again, they see the device and then you say, yeah, you can have the device for this amount or whatever, but it has to be used with the product.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
exactly.
the whole idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, I see
So
there are no questions related to what stage you use the massaging tool. So if we were to talk about home use, it would be probably on top of the serum, also on top of the cream, because it's not a massage per se, so it's not a lot of friction, so you can use it without any problem. And if we think about the professional treatment, also at the very end, just to conclude and have this, I always sometimes do this, like a small vibration on the skin, just to conclude the treatment. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? If you have any questions, you can write them either in the Q&A or in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just leave it open for another minute.
Yeah.
I think we're okay. I think we've got to everything here.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us today. That was a wonderful
Thank you.
presentation, and as always, so informative, so useful. I know we have this information in the technical dossiers, but it's just so nice to hear it explained and to
I
refresh
know.
everyone or as an introduction for those of you who might be new to the line. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you for joining us. We will have this as a recording available, so if you want to go back and review some sections, just get in touch with us and we'll send you the link for the recording.
Perfect.
So thank you so much. And we will be repeating this, we'll be repeating this session. Our next date, I don't have it in front of me. I should have had it in front of me. Our next date, I believe, is at the end of March. We're going to be repeating the FILLIFT presentation, again, say, on a Monday at noon. And then I will be sending out an email blast shortly with all the upcoming dates. We have wonderful webinars booked almost every month from now until June. So we'll be going over some of our most popular product ranges and some of the treatments that you always have the most questions about.
Yeah.
I see another question in here. Will
Yeah, if the
be
products
available?
have this 10% discount today.
Yes, we will. So they're only on discount for those of you who have attended the webinar. So if you're just looking on our website, you won't see that discount. Get in touch with us, or you can place your order and leave a note at the bottom of your online order saying that you are a webinar attendee. And we will give you that discount afterwards, or you can call in or send an email. We will have that discount available for all webinar attendees until the end of the week. So you have until the end of the day on Friday to place your orders, and you'll save 10%. So especially if you're looking into getting the kits to be able to get the VibraLift, it's a great time to place the order for that now because you'll be saving 10%.
Great. Okay, thank you everybody for your attention. It was really, I felt all eyes on me when if I cannot see you, I felt everybody was paying attention. So that's always nice. And yeah, I look forward to the next webinars to be together. Yeah, what can I say? Good luck, everybody, and sell and make people happy.
Yeah, and if anybody has any questions, you'll be getting an email after this webinar. So please reach out if there's anything else you'd like to know more. We'll be happy to get in touch.
Okay, thank you very much to everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.